Okay, today is something a little different and big. So, my wife and I love the new Mini. Since 2002, when they came out in the United States, we've owned always. I mean, look around. We're Mini nuts around here, right? I mean, come on. So we've owned a lot of new Minis too. I love the Classic. I have a lot of those, but I just really love the new Mini. And this is something really special. This is a 2025 John Cooper Works Countryman. This is the largest, most powerful Mini they have ever built. All-wheel drive, 300 plus horsepower, 7-speed dual clutch transmission. The last few Minis we've had for my wife, they've always been white. She loves white Minis. I think it was Cream Puff, and then it was Cookie, and this one here is John. Why is it John? Because it's a John Cooper Works, and her father's name was John, her son's middle name is John, so we just named this car John, and because it's so big, I call it Big John. Anyway, I love, look at the size of these brakes. Good gravy, they're larger than a truck. This car is super cool. Now, the tech in this thing is insane. I am still trying to figure it out. I've only got, I think Deb and I have maybe 100 or 200 miles on this thing now. We haven't even been to the gas station in it. I mean, come here, look. Look. Don't even have license plates on it yet. Look at the quad exhaust. Go. I'm still learning about this car. I'm really excited because it's all new. Everything's new to me because, come here, look. The interior, look, I don't know, get in there and look at that QLED screen. That is a gigantic LED screen, and it has more tech in this car and more cameras. It'll blow your mind. I mean, this thing is insane. I'm still learning how everything works. Here's something that happened to me and Deb on the way home from the dealership. I said, well, let's try the cruise control. So I turned on the cruise control and set it for 65 miles an hour. And I said, Deb, honey, I said, well, my feet were, off the pedals, and I was just sitting there. And then I realized the car's driving itself. So I crossed my arms and I looked at her and I said, this car is driving itself. Watch this. I put the turn signal on, and the cameras, it's got 360 cameras all the way around it, are looking, and it picked a lane and went over and changed lanes automatically. And I'm like, I didn't even know it did that. It kind of freaked me out a little bit, but it was really fun. I enjoyed it. But I'd like to put it in go-kart mode, and it does something very unique in go-kart mode that I think you guys are going to enjoy. So come on, let's get in the car and let's go for a ride. The first thing I noticed was every time I walk away from the car, it locks itself. And when I walk back up to the car, it unlocks itself. It's touchless. It's not just keyless, it's touchless. And I told Deb, I said, it's a big fraidy car because it gets real scared if you walk away. Oh, where'd they go? I'm gonna lock myself.
Car with anxiety.
Car with anxiety. Look, I had to press Jeremy because Jeremy and Deb. I'm the checkered flag. She's the Union Jack.
Yeah.
Maybe I did that too fast.
What's that?
That's the heads-up display.
No way.
Yeah, and it shows everything. I mean, I can see the lane choices, the 360 camera. It's really bizarro.
Wow.
So let's start the engine. I'm going to turn the key. See, you already put your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
You're green. You're good to go. See, I'm bad. But
are.
watch my seat. Watch my seat when I put my seatbelt on. It's going to go to my pre-programmed areas.
Green.
Look, it's moving because I put my seatbelt on. It says, oh, you want to drive now?
That's so weird.
Yeah, I know. Now, I can press Apple CarPlay, but there's more cool gadgets on here that is insane. I mean, there is so much tech. It's overwhelming, the amount of tech. I still don't know how half of it works. First thing I am going to do, though, is watch. I'm going to go to driver setting, and there's one thing that drives me nuts. I can't stand it. This auto start stop feature. Because every time you come to a stop, the engine turns off. Mm-hmm. Now, in classic car world, that's a bad thing when the engine dies at a stop sign. So my old classic Mini world, I'm like, oh no, it quit.
You have like a built-in reaction to that?
Yeah, my built-in is like, oh no, what happened? I'm walking.
That's funny.
So I don't like that feature. It's supposed to save gas. Anyway, watch this. Experiences. So you got core, timeless, balance, trail. Oh, hang on, let's go balance, trail, balance. Hang on, timeless, vivid, green, core. But I know you want that one, right? Watch this. Listen. Woohoo! Now,
That's
did you hear the engine?
Yeah.
It changed.
That's what that was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah, we're
it did.
sitting at,
So it did something really weird that when I was test driving this with Deb at the dealership with our salesman Zach. We love you, Zach. Thanks, man. And Roger Botten, dude, you're the king. All right, Mini of Portland rules. Okay. We're out on the test drive. I said, okay, what modes do I put it in if I want to go to the racetrack, for example? He says, well, make sure you put it in sport mode. So one more down. So I put my foot on the brake. I pushed down on the lever. It went into drive, but now I pushed it one more time. It went into sport. And then he says, hit experiences, put it in go-kart. All right, so here we go. We're in go-kart mode. So as you accelerate, it's pumping engine noises through the speakers.
No way.
It makes the crackles, the pops, the downshifts. I looked at Zach and I said, wait a minute, man. I said, am I hearing audio? Am I hearing engine noises in the sound system? He goes, yeah. The car is so quiet.
Yeah.
You really can't hear anything. So they
Unless they
pump
pipe it in.
artificial engine race car noises through the audio
Oh,
system.
that's funny.
Listen, watch. Here we go. I'm gonna make it do it.
I heard the pop.
See that?
That's
That's
hilarious.
artificial.
Funny.
That's not real.
That's so funny.
So what I for me being a car guy, I'm like, I mean it. To me, it's artificial.
Yeah,
I don't
right,
really
right.
hear
Yeah.
that real engine noise.
Right.
So, but it's cool. You hear that?
Funny, yeah.
Although I gotta say, this car is 5,000 pounds.
Yeah.
This
she's
is a big, heavy. Oh, you got to hear this story. Okay, so we're on our way to pick this car up, and we stop at a traffic light, and I look over, and there is one of those Cadillac XT4s, I think it is. It's something like that. So it's a micro little SUV Cadillac. And I said, I never in a million years would I have guessed that in 2024 we would be going to pick up a Mini Cooper that is bigger than a Cadillac.
Yeah. Right.
No joke. This car is bigger than a Cadillac.
Yeah,
Now, if
it's
in
massive.
1967 you said, you mean that in 2024 the Mini Coopers are going to be bigger than Cadillacs? They would have said, right. That's the truth.
Crazy. Oh, it gets up too.
It's a big car, but look at the acceleration.
Wow.
Now you hear that? It's making race car noises because we're in woohoo mode.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are the other mode noises?
They don't do that. The speakers go off and it goes absolutely quiet. Now we can go to green or tranquil quiet mode. And the seat starts massaging you.
Tickle, tickle.
So the steering wheel's heated, the seat's heated, the driver's seat is massaging and it does this awesome lumbar thing.
Nice.
But the passenger seat is not massaging, but it is heated. So you don't get massaged.
Yeah, I feel
Gypped?
Yeah, totally.
Robbed.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Isn't that funny?
The noises are funny.
Now let's hit the paddles. There we are.
Oh yeah. So your head's up. just
I
off.
can see everything on this heads up. It's insane.
It's weird. I can't see anything.
You can't
from
see
here,
it, but I can.
Yeah. Crazy. Corner's like a mini.
It is a Mini. They did not skimp on that.
Yeah.
They made sure that the driving experience was still Mini.
That's awesome.
That's why we're a Mini family. We love how these cars drive. Real car people love Minis. Back in the 60s, all the racing giants, all of the actors, movie stars that were really into cars had money, no object. What kind of car do you want?
Mm-hmm.
They had Mini Coopers.
Yeah.
I know that James Hunt drove a Mini in the movie Rush. You see him pull up in a Mini. I know Steve McQueen, of course, he's famous for a Mini. James Garner, Grand Prix, famous actor, race car driver, Mini. Steve McQueen and James Garner were pals, and they used to go racing around the Hollywood Hills in their Mini Coopers. That's a true story.
Nice. That's cool.
I also saw, I think it was in a documentary about Steve McQueen, that he used to drive, I guess James Garner lived across the street from him, and Steve would take his empty beer cans and throw them in his driveway until there was piles of them. I think that was his signal to come on out and get your Mini and let's go play.
Yeah.
So, good stories.
I'm going to start throwing beer at my neighbors and see what happens. Maybe we'll start racing things.
Hopefully they have a Mini.
And a good sense of humor.
All right, I'm going to turn around here so that we can go up the hill.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that? Oh, look at that. Now that's just, look, there's assistance, panorama 3D, and car wash.
Nice. Car wash.
Yeah, watch. So that you could see the,
Oh, from like the top down?
yeah, the top down. You can see
Weird.
the guides to put your wheels in.
No way. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
wait. Look at 3D. 3D's nuts. And then panorama,
That's crazy.
front, parking assistance. I need a parking assistant.
Like
And then-
Amazon
and then
delivery
parking.
drivers.
All right, here we go. This car is awesome. Check this out.
Yeah, it is. My goodness.
Look at that.
Hauling.
Oh my
Just
God.
hauling.
We hit 90.
Oh, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I think those Amazon delivery trucks have the big 360 thing like that. It's cool that they're doing it in all the cars now. Goodness.
I've never done 70 through here before.
Man, oh my goodness, it rips.
Deb's gonna be like, why are my tires wore out?
Whoa, that was nuts, dude. Oh my goodness. Wow. Madman.
Huh?
Madman over here.
Madman.
That was crazy. Man.
Remember when we were taking the Moke for a ride and we had all of us in there?
Yes.
And Rob says, now, are you
Yes.
going to drive like a madman or are you going to drive normal? And I kind of looked at him like, he goes, oh, it's Jeremy, never mind.
Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot to hang on to in that Moke. That was scary. Wow, this thing handles so good. It's crazy.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Now, my wife never drives it like that. I wonder why. She just goes to the grocery store. Now, look, we got a JCW 2025 Countryman parked next to a GP.
Nice.
How freaking cool is that?
Yep, yep.
Huh?
Pretty sweet, man.
All right. Well, there's your something different from Jet Motors. Anyway, Yeah, we love the classic Mini, but we really love the new Mini too. All
I
right.
can see why.
There we go. Goodbye, Jeremy. Goodbye.
See ya.